So Makweli, when I was growing up, I didn't know what I wanted to be, because the alternative that we had at that particular time, and the people who were cool, who had everything figured out, who seemed like they had everything figured out, were thugs. Younger guys who had money and whatever. So those are the guys who seemed like they figured it out. And the guys who wanted to go to Nadhani, Wasomi and whatever, then they didn't seem like they want to join in, because even after high school or after university, you didn't have a job, or whatever, you still idle. So there was nothing much. So, but for me, I think I was more observant of my environment. So I knew what was happening at any particular time. I knew I had thoughts of becoming something, but I didn't know what it was. So I feel like I had a disturbed childhood, because the environment didn't fit what was going on in my mind at that particular time. But so until late, and at least nilijua I mean as a rapper, but all through I was just trying to figure out who I am, like every other guy trying to grow. So until actually I would say I knew who I was when I was 30. 30.
Interesting.
As a man, that's when I knew who I'm really who I am, and the rest of the time we got trisex too. Everybody tells you you are a good rapper. Everybody tells you you should be a husband. Everybody tells you you should be a boyfriend. Everybody tells you you should be an entrepreneur. Oh, so I didn't have any footing on who I was until later in life, I think.
Interesting. And maybe we can speak here and then we'll go back. So at 30, how did you come to the realization this is primarily who I am? Because primarily we say life starts at 40, but here sort of like at 30, because I think in our 20s is literally a waste of time. But primarily, how did you know that this is...
Because I achieved most of the things I wanted to. So at 23, I already had my starlet that I wanted to.
You're already a star in a starlet.
There's a rapper. And then by the time I was 27, I had a Benz. By the time I was 30, I had 2 cars. So based on what I was as a man, so ukiona gari, that's what you use to measure how successful you are. But also at the same time, as an artist, I had grown, I had traveled, I had albums, I had all these things going on for me. So I was like, there has to be more to this. So I was a really good rapper, a really good artist, but probably I wasn't the best person, version of a person that I think I wanted to be. So hiyo mvutano sasa ilianza hapo, where now you're a good rapper, you're Juliani, but you're not Julius Owino. I hadn't figured out who Julius Owino is. It's interesting. So for me, that's happened to kukakuwa na mvutano kidogo. So until I was 33. So that journey started when I was 30, trying to figure out who I am. By the time I was 33, it began to make sense. Relationship things happening. I'm firstborn.
Interesting. And you mentioned that you're successful, but you're not successful as a person. So you're successful in terms of your career, you're not successful as a person. How did you get to know that? Was it that your environment made so much noise that it came to this particular realization? Or were you did the stardom literally overtake who you are as a person?
No, because every time, so as an artist, you just need to have a car, and then you're gonna gari. Oh no, as a big artist, you need to have a Benz, and then you're gonna Benz. So he goalpost is gonna change sana as a man. So there's always something that you feel you have to work on. So I was like, so now you're telling me lazima ni international, nikuwe Panabol, ndio sasa mimi ndio Juliani. So the goalpost always gonna change. So for me, I was like, nah, there has to be something. So instead of looking outside, I started looking inside. At that particular time, I was more into religion and Christianity and stuff like that. But I didn't answer that question, because the relationship to God of a provider and God says provide, not from a father relationship and whatever. So he's over to Sasa now, because I'm more into thinking about stuff and whatever, and then now started making sense. He comes up to open up now of what I should do and whatever. So I haven't said done in me, but now it's more clear.